Today, I'm going to talk to you about peace bonds. A peace bond is a protection order made by the court. It's a lot like a restraining order, but unlike a restraining order, a peace bond can be made against any other person, not just an ex-spouse or romantic partner. A peace bond will have conditions that have to be followed. A standard condition is that the person who signs the peace bond will not be charged with any criminal offense during the length of the peace bond. Other common conditions are not to possess any weapons, not to contact specific people, or not to go to specific places. Peace bonds can last for various lengths of time. The most common length for a peace bond is 12 months. If a peace bond is brought against you, you have the right to have a hearing if you don't want to enter the peace bond. A justice of the peace will hear arguments from both sides and decide on a balance of probabilities if the complainant, that is, the person bringing the peace bond, has reasonable grounds to fear the defendant will cause damage or injury to their person, their property, or their family. If the justice of the peace orders a peace bond, the defendant must agree to the terms, or they could be sent to jail for up to 1 year. Sometimes the Crown will offer a peace bond as a resolution for criminal charges instead of a guilty plea. In these situations, the Crown will usually withdraw the charges after the peace bond has been entered. If peace bond conditions are broken, the person who entered the peace bond can face criminal charges for disobeying a court order. There may also be a financial risk, as the person who entered the peace bond usually makes a pledge to pay a specific amount of money if the peace bond is broken. This amount is commonly $500 to $1,000. A peace bond is not an admission of guilt and doesn't require a defendant to admit to wrongdoing. It is not a conviction and will not appear on a regular criminal record check. It will show up on a police information check and a vulnerable sector check while the peace bond is in effect. Once the term of the peace bond is over, it will not show up on these checks.